Ever since the announcement of Naruto Storm Connections, the community has been calling this game as a cash grab $60 collection pack, and today I have decided to list out some of the changes that are coming to the game. Keep in mind that everything I say is subject to change. Everything that we heard about the game so far is coming from the Anime Expo and from Glocku, who tried out Storm Connections at Summer Games Festival. I will try to focus on changes that are noteworthy to mention, so if you want a detailed breakdown on all the characters, all the mechanics, everything, then, I don't know, like give 100 like to the video. With all of that said, let's get started. Naruto Storm Connections is coming with an original storyline based around an Uchiha girl who's being controlled by a man called Merz. We do not exactly know if his control over the girl is actual mind control, but we do know that these two characters are about to cause the 5th Great Ninja War. A couple of times we have even seen Naruto being mind controlled and forced to attack Sasuke, making them go at each other seriously, which is something I like, because this time it's Sasuke's turn to make his friend come back to the light. Based on this information, it's safe to assume that Storm Connections will work kinda similar to Storm Revolution in single player, since the game also had an original character with an original story. Even though we have no confirmation whether the game will cover canon events from the anime, we do know that Baryon, Naruto, Karma Boruto, Karma Kawaki, Jigen, Indra and Ashura will all be playable characters. Speaking of characters, they can level up based on how much you played with them. It is safe to assume that it will not give you any benefit when you play against another player, but it is a nice touch from the developers. This way you can actually tell how much your opponent has played with his team. It also got revealed at Anime Expo that you can finally choose a color palette for all your characters. I was very excited to see this change since I am colorblind. That does not mean that I see everything in black and white, it just means that I can differentiate colors harder than most of you. One of the best examples in Storm 4 is Pain. His cloak might have a different shade of red, but the moment you get armor broken, that color changes back to normal. And yes, I know I said I won't go into details, but I have to say I'm very happy that they have changed how armor break works. In Storm 4, if your armor breaks, the game literally stops. Like, I'm not kidding. It used to mess up my combos on a regular basis, but in Storm Connections, it's all gone. Oh yeah, and one thing, the guard, you know, that orange, bluish, reddish thing when you're getting hit, that got reused. Your guard is gonna get broken easier. They even removed the limitations on your items. In Storm 4, all of your items are limited, but in Storm Connections, you can use them as many times as possible, if you can wait out the cooldown. I like this change, but I'm curious how you guys feel about it. Some pro players were not happy with this, so yeah, let me know down in the comments. Another huge change that not everyone likes came to how the rounds work in Connections. In Storm 4, if you win a round, you will keep your health in the next round, however, in Storm Connections, everything resets. You lose a round and your opponent is on 1 HP, tough luck, he's gonna go back to full HP, just like in an actual fighting game. And since we are talking about things that are gone, the tilts and the chakra shuriken is gone. Every character in the game used to have a tilt. Some of them were used to get out of a combo, some of them were just simply fun, and some of them just straight up sucked. CC2 has been notorious about removing mechanics from the game. For example, wall running and jutsu clashes are only doable in Storm 1. Game developers usually do this to save time on the development of a game, but this time they didn't just remove a mechanic, they replaced them. In Naruto Storm Connections, every single character just got a second jutsu. In Storm 4 there are some characters that have multiple jutsus to pick from, and that is exactly the second jutsu that is coming to all the characters. Well, most of them. If you played Storm 4, you might be wondering what's with characters that never had multiple options, and it is very simple. They get their awakening action as their second jutsu. Or, if you are Naruto, you just start throwing your shadow clone, so I guess some of us lost more than what they got. Another huge change that came to the game is the chakra regeneration. If you have good eyes, you might have seen that in Storm 4 your chakra also regenerates over time, but that's nothing compared to how fast chakra regenerates in Storm Connections. Considering the fact that every single glitch is still in the game, it might be more of a harm than good that we get a second jutsu and an insane level of chakra regeneration. So I'm not sure how much it will affect the game, but it's gonna change it, definitely. If you have played Demon Slayer Hinakami Chronicles, you might recognize the changes that I have talked about. Everyone got multiple specials, everyone regenerates quickly, but this is not the only thing that got taken from Demon Slayer. You can pick up your opponent from the ground. Sort of. I don't think there is an easy way for me to explain this to new players, so let's just say that in Demon Slayer, if your character was in a crumple motion, he could still get comboed. Not only does it allow you more freedom at how you do your combos, but it opens up the possibility for every single character to have infinite combos. Before any of you go insane after hearing the word infinite, do not worry. It's never been a problem in the Storm series, and now that most likely everyone got one, it's even less of an issue. I do have to say, not every character were playable at the demo at Anime Expo, however there were characters that never had an infinite combo, but after this change, even they got one. And if you think that this is broken, just wait until you hear about the biggest change. The biggest change in Storm connections came to a mechanic that got added in Storm Revolution and got tweaked to the point where it could become broken once again, and this is the counter. Not only do you not knock your opponent away, but counters are completely free. Like, free. It doesn't take away your chakra at all. Back in Storm 4, when you have landed a counter successfully, it took away your chakra and knocked your opponent away. And now, it's free. And you can even combo off of it. This might have been changed because with your tilt attacks you could get out of combos, but I feel like this is just way too much. Only time will tell. With all of those changes in mind, it is up to you to decide whether you think this game is worth the full price. That being said, if you didn't like Storm 4, there is a very good chance you won't like Storm Connections either. This game will be a very aggressive game, and I know that there are a couple of people that are not a fan of how fast the game works, and it's just gonna get faster and faster. Seeing how much support Shinobi Strikers and JoJo All-Star Battle is getting, I am really hopeful for the future of Storm Connections, even if the problems of the game don't get addressed on launch. That's it for today's video. Please let me know what is your favorite change to the game. Also make sure not to forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Naruto content. There are still game-breaking glitches in Storm 4 that the developers couldn't patch out of the game, and I have made sure to talk about it in the video on the left. Click on it if you want to find out what those bugs are. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you will all have a fantastic day, stay safe, and until next time boys. Peace!